Hello everyone, welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, My Project Ideas. Today we are going to make a project on the topic voice controlled web application. So as per the name suggests, you have already known, I guess, that it is gonna be a website which should be controlled by voice. That means we are going to use a voice dynamics to control this website. So now let's look at the requirements. First, we require a text editor where we can write our code. Here we have used VS Code. Again, you can use any other text editors to write your code. You should be comfortable with it. Then you require an operating system. Here again I have used Windows 10 operating system. Then you can use any other operating system. This project is basically based on HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and we have used the voice controlled API so that the voice can be controlled. Like basically if you make a simple HTML, CSS or JS, there the voice functionality might not be there, right? So here what we have done is we have used that voice modulation factor, the voice modulation API, to make this project voice controlled. What are the requirement analysis? That is index.html, script.js, that is a JavaScript file, style.css for the styling of the website, and bootstrap. This is the style class. So now what we are going to do is we are going to have a look at the code part. So let's have a look. Here we have first, as usual, index.html. In the index.html, we have the doc type HTML. We have selected the language as English. Then we have the head tag, under which we have the title tag, which says JS text to speech. Here basically what we are going to do, we are going to write a text which will be converted into the speech. So basically the speech modulation concept comes into account here. Then we have a char set, then HTTP equivalent, that is compatibility, then the name, viewport, the width, device width, the scale. Then we have a link, that the relative link, because we have related it to the style sheet, and the href is given as style.css. Then we have a script of main.js, and the relativity is selected to pre-connect. Then the link is mentioned, and we have closed the head tag. So how we have closed? Here we have initialized like that, and we have closed with the backslash. Then let's start the body. In the body we have the class called container, and we have a text area basically where we are going to put our text, which will be converted into the speech. Then we have a class called actions, and there is a label for speed, because the speed, that means when you are going to play, when you play a YouTube video, you have the speed bar like 0.25x, 0.5x, 1x, that is normal, 1.25x, 1.75x, basically that. So we have 0.3 min and value, and the step value is 0.5. Then we have a button, that is play, pause and stop, and then we have closed it. Now let's go to the style sheet. In the style sheet, we have selected the root, and we have selected various color, background, border radius, animation. Then for the before and after part, we have font size, font family, box sizing, margin, padding, user select, and box sizing. Then on the body, we have font family and background color. In the label, we have color and margin right. In the input part, we have padding, border radius, color, background color, and border. So basically, depending on the usability, depending on my convenience, I have selected these colors. Basically, if you like something else, you can have a change here. Then the button, we have padding, margin, border radius, border, cursor, color, background color, and transform. In the hover, we have the color. Hover means what? When you're going to move the mouse pointer to a certain bar, then it changes. When you hover, that means this is called hovering. Here, see, I have the pointer. When I come here, when I hover here, it changes into the cursor, writing wala cursor. Then the text, we have width, margin, top, border, radius, basic things what we need in text. In text disabled, we have certain things. In the container, we have the display as flex, and the flex direction is column. Justify content is center, and align items is center. In actions, we have display as flex, justify content at center, align items center, and margin top is 10 pixels. Now let's move to the main.js. This is a JavaScript file. All the functionalities will be done here. Again, I may remind you, this is a simple application just to make your basics strong. I have not implemented or integrated any AI models here, because that will make it more complex. Then in the play button, we have the get element by ID as play button. In the pause button, we have the get element by ID as pause button. In stop button, we have stop button. In text input, we have text. In speed input, we have speed. Then in the play button, we have basically event listener is selected as click, and the play text will be input will be taken from the value. Then in add event listener, we have the event as click, and this is pause text. In add event listener, again click and stop text. Then again in the add event listener, in the speed input part, we have the input which will be called to a function that is stop text, and the play text will have a utterance text substring which will have the current character. Then what is the const utterance? Const utterance means basically the utterance variable is selected to be a constant variable. Then here we have a new synthesis utterance. Then we have the add event listener which is selected to end, and the text input disabled is selected to false. Then we have a boundary variable which is selected to the character index. Then the play text, whatever text we are going to input, that is basically be converted into a speech. Okay, so we can play, pause, or resume. Then in the pause text, we have speech synthesis, and the stop text we can resume and cancel. So now let's have a look at the code which we have looked again. Now we'll go and we'll run it and we'll see how does it look like. See? So let me basically paste a big, okay, paragraph. Now let's play.
Best things ever happened to me. Since I met you, you brought laughter and joy into my life,
Let me
and I
pause
have
it.
become infinitely happier.
Paused. Again play.
Best things ever happened to me. Since I met you, you
Again
brought
stop. Stop means it's become yellow. Again play.
Best things ever happened to me.
Now let me
Since I
increase
met you.
speed.
Best things ever happened to me. Best things ever happened to me. Since I met you.
So I hope you understood the working of this code. For more interesting project ideas, stay tuned to our channel. Thank you and have a great day.